nurse for 28 years.
28 years? Oh my goodness!
Yeah, I got my license when I was 10.
Okay. I don't think you can get your license when you're 10 for nursing.
Oops.
But, I mean, I don't know. I guess you never know. And, what's your name?
Terry.
Terry? Okay. How long have you been a nurse, Terry?
22 years.
Jeez, 22 years. How many years have you had? 2. 2. There we go. Well, we have some. Why did you guys choose nursing? I mean, you could have been anything else. You could have been a teacher, you could have been an engineer. Why nursing? Why even come to nursing?
Well, I always wanted to work in the psych field, and I knew that. And I was married and had a couple kids, and I didn't have 100 years to go to school.
Right.
So I sat down and looked at how I could get into the psych field the quickest and make the most money and have a job available. Something that people, when they're going to college at 18, don't really think about.
Harry, how about you? Why nursing?
Always liked the sciences.
Always liked it?
Yep. Always liked anatomy, always.
Just into physiology and, yeah. Oh, that's pretty nice. And you?
Somewhat agree with Terry, I like the science aspect. I do like psych. I worked at a facility for mentally retarded people for 10 years, so I actually liked
Oh,
it.
wow.
Yeah.
So you actually, so with those 2 years are actually, you still have a plus 10 under that. So you might as well have.
Been in the medical field since I've been 18 years old. So.
18? So let me guys ask you something. What do you guys get out of working with people? When I was just working with people, working with the elderly, what do you get out of it? What's the satisfaction for you? Go ahead, Marge.
Oh, let's see, what do I get out of it? I guess, you know, being able to kind of work with the families and the patients both, to be able to do some teaching and provide some education and support for not just the patient, they're not always able to absorb a lot of it, but for their families to kind of help them understand how to best understand their loved one. That, you know, oftentimes with Alzheimer's disease, for example, there's a lot of behaviors, and sometimes they're inappropriate in the beginning before we kind of get everything managed.
Okay.
And so a lot of times the spouses will say, you know, my loved one never acted like that before, and I don't, you know, I hate what's happening. So to be able to kind of help them understand that it's a disease and it's a disease process, and to, you know, kind of help them understand what to expect and how to manage that. You know?
Yeah.
So that's the biggest thing I can think of.
Okay. How about you, Terry? What do you get out of it? I mean, what's the passion for you?
I definitely enjoy the education.
The education.
I enjoy watching patients get better.
Could have grabbed you 3.
Accept their illness better and learn to cope with it.
Okay. And how about you?
Well, let's see. I don't know. I think I like to work with the elderly. I've always really wanted to work with the elderly, and on a more personal basis. I like that closeness. I like to hear about the old stories and look at the pictures, and then when you are in rapport with them and you have a good relationship with them, and you discharge them or whatever, they give you that hug, they tell you how much they appreciate you, and that to me is really good.
Okay. All right, guys.